Hey friends, it's Hannah back again. I wanted to do a Beautycounter update, unpack what I got in the last Brand Advocate exclusive sale, and talk about the sale that's coming up this week. So I've talked a little bit on Instagram about the Beautycounter situation, a tiny bit here, but basically Greg Renfrew, the founder of Beautycounter in 2018, I think, basically sold Beautycounter to a investment group, and because she wanted to take to the next level, she needed more money. In Beautycounter, we had a smaller investment group before then, and they wanted to pull out because it was just getting too much. There was too much rapid growth, and they didn't want to put more money in it. They wanted their investment back, which is totally fine. It's a business deal. So she sold the company at that point to get a bigger investment group involved. And then they asked her to step down as CEO. There have been some other CEOs since then, and then basically they asked her back in February to come back in as CEO. Things weren't going fantastic. She didn't know how bad things were, but of course it's her baby, her 10-year-old baby, and she didn't want it to die because of an investment group pulling out. So she ended up buying the company back. There were lots of things in there, but she needed to open a new LLC, renegotiate all of the contracts, and basically when part of her deal to purchase was that Beautycounter would, Counter Brands, the LLC that owned Beautycounter, would file for bankruptcy basically, but she would open a new LLC that would have the rights to sell Beautycounter products and formulas moving forward. So that is called G2G, and it is open now. She's done that, and she really hoped that she could flip this within 2 weeks. Most of the brand advocates, if not all of them, were blindsided by that decision. People did not know that that was going to be happening, and then we got the news and we're like, okay, 2 weeks, we can pause things for 2 weeks. Like, it's disappointing, but okay, to go into summer and not have any sales. I actually had pop-ups that I had planned for that period, but okay. And then basically she realized really quickly that even working around the clock, it just wasn't going to happen. You're talking about contracts with team members, distributors, shipping partners, all of the packaging that we use, not even talking about each individual ingredient that Beautycounter uses to make the products. So that there's a lot of hands in it, and there were also some other negative things that she did not know about until she got the paperwork after she made that purchase, completed it. Some distributors hadn't been paid, and things like that. So she needed to pay off those accounts before she could get those products and things back, or use those professionals, basically, in short. That's a very simplified version, but she wouldn't put her money back into it if she didn't believe in it. So I totally feel that she's gonna be back, open things back up. It just isn't on the timeline that she had originally hoped for, because she could have just let it go under and been done and moved on and done something else. She didn't do that. Her money is back in it. So even though it's disappointing, and we were hoping for a Q4 relaunch in time for holiday and all of that stuff, which we now know is not happening, we had an opportunity to shop a brand advocate sale, which is what I have here, and now we know that Beautycounter will not relaunch until 2025, and we know that there is at least one more opportunity for brand advocates to shop Beautycounter. So it's testing out the new platform, testing out the new shipping partners and all of that, and I was very pleased with the shopping experience last time. A lot of things sold out super quickly, but they were packaged great in here, and it was very smooth checkout process. We were using Shop Pay, which a lot of people use now. I don't know if that's going to continue to be the case or if that was just a test, but I was pleased. Everything arrived really timely. There weren't any issues for me, and you know, some people have moved on to other brands. I have friends that have joined Oliveda, Shackley, and Crunchy. In particular, I don't really know about any other brands people have joined, other than like Roden & Fields, Arbonne, stuff like that, but like new to me, clean brands. Oliveda seems to be the one that I like the best. I haven't purchased anything, but just looking at their product range and the products and the quality and the ingredient list, that seems to be my favorite of the three. Crunchy is fine. Doesn't seem to be great or horrible or whatever, but they have a lot of products that are very similar to Beautycounter. Like, they match up. They have like a tinted moisturizer that is like Dew Skin. They have a C serum, a vitamin C serum. Oliveda does too, I think. The differences between those two would be that Oliveda is a European country that launched into the US last year. Crunchy is available in Canada and the US like Beautycounter was. So those are like the big differences to me. Oliveda is also waterless, from what I understand. So your products are going to last a lot longer. You don't need as much. They're very highly concentrated because of that. Shackley, I still don't know much about. I believe they're also available in Canada and the US, but I just don't know a lot about it. I have the benefit myself of always continuing to work full-time and never giving up my job to just focus on any kind of network marketing, so this didn't throw me for a loop. Like, it's disappointing, it's not fun, but I didn't take a hit because of it, really. It's just sad. But so some people that I know said they were going to wait for Beautycounter and not join another brand, and then they did, and that was kind of icky to me. But at the same time, I understand, like, if this was your job and you just lost your job, you need another job, or you need something to do, or maybe you're just interested in it, and you know, skincare has been your thing, so you want to be back in it. But let's talk about what I was able to get. Counter Time was totally sold out. I tried to get a Lotus Glow Cleansing Balm, and I had it in my cart, and before I could check out, it was gone. This was at 30% off. You can see the shipping forms look very similar to the old ones, and I'll show you what I was actually able to get. I got two Think Big all-in-one mascaras. My mom also uses this, so I was thinking one for me and one for her. I don't think she necessarily cares one way or the other, but that's where my brain was at. I think I had said I got 4 Clean Deo refills, but I got 6. So I was able to get 3 of the fresh coconut and 3 of the soft lavender, which are my favorite too. I was gonna get 3 of each one, but the rose and the fresh rose, whatever it is, and the crisp sequoia were sold out, so I was only able to get 3 of each of these. We were limited to 3 of each SKU, so 3 of any given product. So yes, I got 6 Clean Deo refills, but these are different. So 3 coconut, 3 soft lavender, and that would be the same if you were getting like concealer. You could get 3 fair 1, 3 fair 2, etc., etc. 2 balm for all. This is really good. I have some friends, every single person I work with seems to be expecting a baby, so I thought these would be good to add to a little gift. Just because they're unscented, you could use it for lots of different things, or if you have a friend that likes tattoos, this is good for that. Just good all around product, and it's not terribly expensive, so I wanted to grab a few because I also don't want Beautycounter to think that we don't like these things and for them to cut them before the relaunch. I really like this. I think it's really giftable. It's great to just have on hand. So I got 2 of those. I got 2 Counter Start cleansers. I like this, and you know, I use the Counter Control, but I also use the Counter Match sometimes, and this is very similar to the Counter Match. So if you like Counter Match, consider just doing the Counter Start. This is marketed more towards like teenagers or people who don't know where to start, but I like it. It's a little bit different than the Counter Match, but it's not wildly different. I was not able to get any Counter Control cleanser. That was done. Their Counter Match was sold out, and Counter Time as a whole was sold out because I also kind of wanted a Supreme Cream, but that's okay. I had one in my stock that I did not give to anyone or sell to anyone, so I have one. And then the last thing that I was able to get is 3 of the Bright Grapefruit Daily Shampoo refills. So these don't have the pumps, but I use this, and my mom has some of this too, so I could give one to my mom, I could keep some for myself. Again, she probably doesn't necessarily care, but I have that. And then I already had a conditioner on hand, and I had an extra shampoo. I just, you know, you don't know when you're going to be able to get any more, so I didn't want to go crazy, but I did want to get what I could, and I will use this. I'll put it in my stash, and I will use this, so it's not going to go to waste or anything. I didn't over purchase anything. My mom also uses the Clean Deo, so I could give her some of that if she wants, or if she's running low. And yeah, so I will be able to realistically use all of this before it, you know, expires or anything. Like, this isn't anything crazy, but I also wanted to put a realistic limit on myself because they were limiting us to an $800 bag for shipping purposes, not purchases. $800 for shipping purposes. Why can I not say that? So I personally wanted to limit myself to about $300 because I didn't want to go crazy, you know, but I also made a plan. I knew everything would be 30% off typical retail. We know what those prices are. So I just went in, made a list of things I wanted. Counter Control Cleanser, Counter Start Cleanser as a backup, or even Counter Match Cleanser. I was open to that. I wanted to get some Counter Time because most of my clients, that's what they use, so I wanted to be able to offer that. I wasn't able to get that. I wanted a Lotus Glow Cleansing Balm. I actually wanted some Counter Sun because summer, and I was not able to get any of that. It was not available. I was going to get some concealers in Fair 1 because that is my shade. I have pasty white skin, and And I actually, before this sale, I found someone on eBay that had a mess of stock, and her husband had listed everything for her, but they were selling the concealers at $15 each. And actually he sent me a message because I said, how many Fair Ones do you have? Would you be able to sell them all? And he said, I'll give them to you for $12 each if you want all of them. He only had 4, so I got all 4 of them, which is fine. I paid for the shipping, whatever, taxes. They get a little bit of their money back, but they sold them to me for much less than she paid for them, so that was kind, but I would have been willing to pay $15 for those, to be honest. What else did I want? I wanted mascara. I got that. I planned on getting Balm for All. I actually wanted as many Clean Deo refills as I could get my hands on, so I was kind of going for 12 there. I got 6, so that's pretty good, and I haven't touched it yet, so I'm going to try to get more coconut this time, but if I don't, that's okay. What else did I really want? I thought about getting more of the fragrance because Sunspill is my favorite, but I have the full size, so I really don't need to buy that. That would be a third of the budget I set for myself, so I passed on that. And really, like, I have an opened All Bright C serum. I basically had one of most of the serums and or moisturizers open, so I have plenty of that on hand. I might try to get another Supreme Cream this time. I might try to get a Balm for All, but I have my email pulled up. The sale will start Thursday the 15th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Last time, I don't remember there being a time on here, and I just checked my phone like every 30 minutes waiting for the email. So I'll get an email to my email address with the link. I'll have to log back in with the login I had to create last time, and then I should be able to shop. CounterSun will be available. There will also be some additional information provided to us sometime this week before that sale is live. So we'll see. Things that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna limit myself to $300 again, just because I think that is reasonable considering I don't know when this is gonna be an available opportunity again. But I don't want to go overboard. Like, I should not be maxing out a $800 bag unless my clients are asking me to get specific things for them. If someone is asking me for things and I'm able to get them, awesome. I'm going to send out a text tomorrow probably because I don't want to ask too far in advance. Because I had less than a week to prepare anyways, so if people don't have the money on hand, they're probably not going to have it by then anyways, even if I send out a text right now. So I'll just check in with everyone tomorrow, see, do they want me to try to get things for them? Do they want me to offer any swaps? Because I do have a couple of swaps that I would recommend for certain things. And then go from there. I want Counter Control Cleanser. I want a Supreme Cream. I want a Lotus Glow Cleansing Balm, maybe some more Balm for All. I'll take Counter Match or Counter Start. Mascara, concealer, and Fair One. But I don't really need anything outside of that. I am okay. I have body butter. I have shampoo. I might try for more shampoo and more Clean Deo, but that's not a must-have. And then CounterSun will be available, so I will check that out. But I will probably only purchase it if I know what the Best Buy date is, because I don't know why it wasn't available last time. But I anticipate, with none of it being sold in the last few months, that some of it may be nearing the end of its life. So I don't want to purchase an unnecessary amount if it's not even going to be good. So there's that to keep in mind, as well as, just the general. A lot of things are period after opening 12 months, but for things like sunscreen, you do have to think about how long is the shelf life on this? How long is this going to be a decent thing? I just like the straight mineral sunscreen lotion myself, SPF 30, but to each their own. Some people like the face stick, some people like the spray. I just don't like spray in general, but that's just me. Some people just like the face SPF to put under their makeup, and that would be the same concern with Dew Skin. Like, that has SPF in it, so you do kind of need to know that best by date before just impulse buying. But that is that. I will keep you guys updated. I'll let you know what I'm able to get, and hopefully it's all the goods. And if any of my clients want anything, they will get a text tomorrow to ask them if they want it, and I will add it to my list. But we'll see. I had shared that I posted a few things on eBay. I've purchased at least concealer on eBay. I haven't gotten anything else as far as Beautycounter, and most people have been really nice. Some people have been really pushy and horrible, but some people just want a clean break. But I am very hopeful for the future, and we'll see how things go. Nothing bad about Greg Renfrew or Beautycounter, or even the investment group that I will not name, because at the end of the day, it's a business, and they are making decisions based on numbers and spreadsheets and such, and not on people. And I think they were in over their heads a little bit, taking on a company that had such that network marketing mindset and incentivizing. I don't think they were prepared for that, but it is what it is. I will catch you guys later. Bye.